When you're living in the promised land, the promises you keep no can be grand. When you're living in the promised land, you promise to pay on demand. When you're living in the promised land, we promise you are lucky scrubbing floor at taco stand. When you're living in the promised land, you never have the bird in hand.
In my country, we no have money problemas.
Yes, for that, we no have money.
In Salvador, the army say, there is a war, you fight our way. If you no fight, then in the night, you disappear because they always must be right.
But in LA, life can be grim. It's safe to say your chances can be slim for you to thrive or just survive. You stay inside so you won't lose your life and limb.
When you're living in the promised land, you're standing on the corner, hat in hand. When you're living in the promised land, at least you're getting very tanned. When you're living in the promised land, we promise you are lucky selling life insurance. When you're living in the promised land, you promise that you die as planned. When you're living in the promised land, the food is preserved and the music canned. When you're living in the promised land, your mission you will soon forget. When you're living in the promised land, we promise you are lucky working for some contraband. When you're living in the promised land,
we have a big hole in our safety net.
It's like sitting on the bayonet.
We need miracle from Bernadette.
So we take what we can damn well get.